if passive scrolling were a thing. A lot of men have this complaint about women when they shop because they would go into stores. They kind of think that they need to get something, but they cannot figure it out at that point. And they go like, I'll just walk into the store and I think I'll figure it out at some point. But lo and behold, a few hours later, they haven't figured out what was the original thing they were set out to buy, and they bought a whole bunch of other stuff. And that is exactly the same thing as passive scrolling. When you log into Instagram, your Facebook feed, your TikTok, scrolling reel after reel after reel, and then maybe there was something that you had set out to find information about, but before you know it, 15 minutes gone past, half an hour gone past, 1 hour gone past, maybe even follow a new channel, so you made a few dumbass comments that didn't really matter about anything. And at the end of the day, you're like, whoa, where did that time go? It's time to go to the next thing. I'm out of time for today, precisely. So you may think that, I hate shopping. I hate it when women go to the malls and just circle for hours, go in and out of shops, trying stuff on, putting them back, and picking up this random stuff and that random stuff. But when you passive scroll, when you wake up or you are checking your phone after you're done with your work messages or whatever's important, and you suddenly click into the notifications that just pop up on the top of the screen. I see that. Let's see what that's about. Oh, this Twitter update. That seems interesting. Let's see what that's about. Oh, and then suddenly, you get fed with a lot of things that didn't really matter to you in the first place. And you started accumulating a lot of useless information, useless facts. And then suddenly you got a discussion point with a bunch of other people who suddenly talk to you about the same stuff. And that's because everyone clicked on the same notifications that popped up on top of the screen. Oh, it's a Google archive, it's a Facebook archive, it's a Threads archive, it's a Twitter archive. No wonder. So what should you be doing instead? The right thing to do instead is the same thing you do when a highly productive person goes to the supermarket. They always have a list, right? For me, when I go to the supermarket, my domestic helper would send me a list of things that I need to buy, and she actually started sending it to me in pictures instead. Why? Because when I see it in pictures, I have a direct connection to what it looks like. It saves me the trouble. It's a shortcut for visualization. So I know exactly what it looks like. And in manifestation terms, it's kind of like, how can you manifest something if you do not know what it looks like, if you don't know what it does? So instead of sending me a list of vegetables that I need to pick up and having to figure out what each vegetable or herb looks like, I now can see, oh, this is what it is. I can show up to the staff, hey, do you have this? Or I think, yeah, it looks just the same. I pick it up. So this, having a list, it shortcuts your time expenditure. It makes things so much more efficient. How does having a list come into play with social media? Well, let's say if you are learning a sport, a better golf swing. What about a golf swing do you want to improve? I'm not just going to be looking at each and every video about a golf swing. Maybe it could be hip control during a golf swing. Or let's say for those of you table tennis, like right now, that's table tennis by Top Sport. It could be about the forehand to backhand transition, how to transition more smoothly between side to side. Otherwise, I could end up watching a few exciting matches online and not learn how to transition properly because the camera angles may not give me the precise information that I'm seeking. It may not give me a very good insight on how is the elbow position or where I want to pay attention to. But a video on that will specifically address that specificity. If you want to manifest stuff, you need to know what it looks like, but you also need to be very specific about your goals. I want to get a car. What car? German car, American car, Japanese car, Chinese car, gasoline, what car? SUV, sedan, coupe, shitbox. What exactly, right? So you need to be very specific about what you want. Otherwise, you're never going to get there. My channel is a lot about manifestation. I just want to put in a note for you that if you are currently wondering why aren't you getting the results that you want? What is the result that you want in your life? For me, it's ironic because for a very long period of time, I realized that until I could decide what was the dream house I wanted to own, what was the dream car I wanted to own, I could not focus my mental energy on achieving it because until I could focus on the house that I wanted, what would I be doing in that house, or where are the places that I could go in that car, and what it would feel like to drive that car, the outcome would not excite me. Because what outcome? I cannot see an outcome of me being in this house, being in this car, being seen with this house, being seen with this car, experiencing life in this house or in this car, what's the same as just browsing a bunch of stuff that didn't matter, that I'll end up browsing a bunch of different stuff tomorrow anyways, then the next day anyways. I could keep shopping for houses, I could keep shopping for cars, and none of them will interest me until you obsessively interest into something and you gain everything that you needed to know about that one thing, and then you make that manifest in yourself. On the flip side, if you're constantly passive scrolling, if you're constantly doing stuff aimlessly, if you're hanging out not knowing why you're still there, and you don't feel that you're enjoying it, if you watch the TV till the TV is watching you and you don't even know what episode it is right now, what you're manifesting is redundancy. You're getting redundant. So this video is a wake-up call. Send this to someone that you care about. And if you're a male viewer, and I know most of my viewers are male, and if that is the case, if you don't want to be like the women that you have to wait on when they shop, then really review your habits in your social media, in your daily life. Reject redundancy, embrace specificity, do something about it. And for another great video, watch this one over here.